welcome back after quite a long time of nothingness with my YouTube endeavor here, or with getting the bike going. I was super busy, still am busy, but I thought I had better put something out here, otherwise people think either I'm doing nothing anymore with that or I'm dead, either way. So we're super busy doing a lot of R&D projects for companies like for geoengineering, I want to say, for underwater exploration stuff, so some airburst cannon. And some other things for some big company coming up with a new product and we help out. So that pretty much kept me occupied for the last 2 months just about. And unfortunately YouTube doesn't pay me anything and I need to take what I can to support my habit. So, but the good thing is I had time over the weekends when I worked always and late at night to figure out what I'm gonna do with the bike. And it brought me back to two possibilities. One was making some kind of a WLA bike like the old Harley Davidson, which they did for the war, or I think it was XLA or so, the one with the box up, where they copied BMW. And but then I thought, oh yeah, that sounds great, but it's I don't know, my heart was only half in it. I thought, oh, that might be cool. And then I remembered in the time in the 80s, and I'm pretty sure there was some good times there, and there's a picture of me somewhere here probably when I was early 80s and driving my little Zünder on some road trips. And at that time World Crazy bike came out, which combined off-road and on-road. It was pretty much a multi-purpose bike. And there was the BMW GS80, which I always wanted it at that time, but it was unobtainable, it was too expensive. Couldn't afford that as an 18-year-old. Instead I bought myself a Moto Guzzi Le Mans 1, which was a great bike too. But nevertheless, the GS80 is getting up in price now too. I looked for it for years, always. Every couple of years I check it out, and right now the prices are crazy. And I thought, hey, since you don't buy it, why don't you build it? I got a good motor who needs a little bit of tuning, and I think that motor is not much bigger actually than the BMW one. And that would be actually not a bad bike to have, because the Honda is super reliable, just like the old GS motors. I mean, yeah, the rest is a little bit heavy and antiquated and needs to be updated, everything. And so I started designing something quick so I can picture it how it should look like. And here it is. I scanned the engine a little bit, the motor, so I see the dimensions on the bike. So, and I thought, hey, that sounds like a good idea. So for me, it's now to take the time, take it apart, make it all naked, and then I take the engine out so I can scan just the engine, not the engine in the bike, because there's a lot of stuff on there which I don't need later on. But I think that would be a cool bike. Get a new front fork, make a brand new frame. I'm making a brand new frame, preferably half and half, aluminum and steel, to make it lighter. And then see if we can come up with something similar to that. That was just quickly done. Yeah, that was my original thought, what I had before. I thought, nice, cool, old, from the 40s, 35 to 45 military bike. That was the old BMW down there. These ones were in the war. But in the end, I decided, hey, I always wanted to buy that bike. Why not building it for myself? And I think that's the route I'm gonna go. Where it ends up, I have no idea. But I think it's time to have to strip everything off, pretty much take the engine out and then start chopping. And that will be probably another video, but because I'm still in the middle of a nice project which has to be done, and once that is all done, the Saab is not lost. It finally thawed out. The snow was on there, and you can see some pictures here too, how snowed it was, and it was cold. And I changed motors at -10, -15 in the old days, and when your fingers freeze to the bolts, It's not cool when you have to run into the house every 5 minutes to thaw out your fingers because you can't feel them anymore. And I thought, I'm getting too old for that. I want to have it a little nice out there, because you have to lift up the whole car, take the subframe out in the front, and then pull the engine out. And that's quite a lot of work to do that. I'm laying in the snow, in the cold. Not my cup of tea anymore. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, made the video. No, I didn't make the video at that time. There was no video. But nevertheless, this where this whole thing will go. I decided, I built myself a Paris-Dakar Honda GL1000, whatever, bastard bike. And I'm pretty sure it will be cool, will be nice, and hopefully I can lighten it up with a lot of aluminum and my own little spin on things, and machine some nice parts to, like the rear swing or so, because I wanted to have a one arm, but maybe on this one I go with a two arm, but aluminum is definitely lighter than steel. Take some weight off that baby and see where the whole design gets me in the future.
Exhaust.
Oh yeah, the exhaust has to go. I come up with I thought I'd make a exhaust manifold underneath here, which I make out of aluminum covered in stainless, which acts as a what do you call it? Skid blade. And then I just have to run 2-in-1. I run the 4-in-1 exhaust pretty much, and then run one out on my side. So I don't need to have this exhaust hanging down on the bottom, which impedes driving a little bit on some gravel or so. So these are the little things I figured out so far what I want to do, but I will put it into the CAD once I get the engine out and can scan it 100% and see where the mounting points are. Whoa, and everything.
Did you mention about all the fluid leakage that you discovered?
Oh yeah, we have a picture. We had to clear out our subfloor here, or your top floor, because of we're getting some stuff delivered and it has to be out. So, and we made some pictures because that engine, after I drove it, was leaking a lot of oil and fluids. Once it heated up, after, I don't know, 10-20 years standing there, 15 years I think it was, I guess all the gaskets were kind of probably hard and not much seal power anymore on it. So yeah, we have a picture, we put that out there too. You can see how nice and ugly that was. So that's why I didn't pursue anything further anymore, since I know I don't want to have it in that condition, and I don't want to make a perfect restoration. That's been done to death on that machine, and I'm pretty sure some people will hate me for it, that I bastardize it to a different one and just take pretty much the wheels, the motor, and a couple other things what's necessary. But hey, so be it. I do it because I always wanted to have a GS80, can't afford it, now I can build my own one. So that's the story right now. We're going with this way. The Saab will get on the track too once I get my head over water with all the projects I'm doing right now. And this is since month and a half, it's 7 days a week. So, and then I can concentrate a little bit more on the weekends to work on the bike once my workload subsides a little bit. And I try to keep people in the loop a little bit with the shorts, maybe when I take some up and I have 20 minutes to do nothing on lunchtime. So then I start maybe wrenching a little bit and make it a little short and get it out there to see that there's some progress going on, not just standing here. And this is it pretty much so far, because again I have to clean up the mess here because I get some deliveries on Monday. I had to move the machine out there, which was in that corner. I had to add the other machine away, all by muscle and pushing hard with a crowbar.
Like the Egyptians on rollers?
Yeah, on rollers. That's how I moved that one in the back.
And not kidding.
That was good times. But so it's busy because I get a new machine in there, bigger machine with more capabilities, where I can fulfill my dream of making my own engine. So this is it for now. Hope it's not disappointing, but that's it for now. And I will keep you in the loop, hopefully a little bit better than the last month and a half, which was a little stressy. So, and till next time, hold the ears stiff, and That's a German thing again.
Yeah, what
And
does
then
that mean exactly?
the ears, nothing else.
Yeah, what does it mean?
That means don't get beat up by life. Just continue the path. And till next time, good luck, and I'll talk to you later.